The waitress won't give Mom a box to go until she lets her see what she's been focusing on. It was unbelievable to her that she actually held the money in her palm instead of feeling like she was going to eat and run. It dawned on her then what the waitress was observing. Embarrassment reddened her face. All she wanted was a pleasant family dinner. Enough was enough. Though it had been months since she'd eaten out, things didn't seem good. She was waiting patiently for the to-go box, but everyone was watching at them, and the murmurs were growing louder. Why was it taking so long? When the woman did come back, she did not know what to say. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. Courtney had always planned to become a mother. The nicest part about newborns, in her opinion, was returning them to their moms when they threw a fit. She was always in awe of her small nieces, nephews, and relatives. She wasn't ready to give up her independence just yet, even though she loved them. When Courtney was little, everyone was looking forward to her. She traveled as much as she could after graduating from high school. She liked making new friends. For now, she just wanted to enjoy herself, because she had no idea what she would do with the rest of her life. She took care to make some lasting impressions. When Courtney was 21 years old, she went to a nightclub in her hometown of North Carolina and met Nick. Though he was a few years older, he was kind and wise. He assured her that everything would be well. It was the first time she had ever been swept off her feet, and they went on lavish dates. He informed her that she was the right lady for him after a few months. Courtney believed she was the luckiest girl alive, but she was going to have her bubble burst. Courtney found out she was pregnant at the age of 22. She felt thrilled and she was terrified. She couldn't imagine herself starting a family with anybody else. She felt Nick was the one for her. She got them dinner in his place by candlelight. She broke the big news to him when he got home, but she wasn't prepared for this response. The minute Courtney informed Nick she was expecting, Nick changed. He became icy and unkind, wanting no contact with her. At last, he urged her to have an abortion before he stormed off. Her stomach twisted. How would she respond to this? How was she going to raise a child on her own? She would not allow him to escape so lightly. Courtney kept texting and calling Nick throughout the course of the following several days. He would never do this to her, so perhaps he simply needed some time to take in the information. Among the decent ones was he. Nevertheless, she had to face the fact that they were over, and he didn't want anything to do with her or the child. When his phone eventually disconnected, she was now left to make some own judgments. It didn't take Courtney long to discover she wasn't the only one feeling sorry for herself. All she needed after giving birth was her family and a few close pals. Thus, defying Nick's counsel, she retained the child. Although the circumstances weren't perfect, when was the proper moment to become a parent in any case? At birth, Harlan weighed 8 pounds, 8 ounces. Courtney believed she was meant to be a mother as soon as she saw her young daughter. She was certain that she would handle anything life threw at her. She only needed her little child. She didn't need a prince. Unexpectedly, the first several months weren't easy. As time passed, Courtney came to understand that she needed time to herself and that she felt nervous anytime Harlan was out of her sight. Courtney was eager to put on some clothes and get out. It was time for the family to celebrate the proposal of Harlan's stepfather. That meant Harlan, who was 18 months old, needed to behave herself. She certainly didn't assume she would have this encounter with an employee, nor did she anticipate their nice night out to create such a commotion. As soon as they took a seat at their table, Harlan became irate. She started being silly to catch everyone's attention, and when she was ordered to stop, she started crying. Everyone at Olive Garden knew she was there and was doing all she could to wriggle her way down to manage the business since she had made it so overwhelming. Courtney clarified that she had just one choice. Niani Rudder, her 22-year-old waiter, was promptly called over by Courtney to request a to-go box. Afterwards, Courtney revealed she really said no. She was appalled. As if the whole ordeal hadn't been embarrassing enough, the server was now being utterly useless. Courtney, quote's heart froze when the waitress headed over to Harlan, even though all she needed was a box to carry their food to the vehicle. Niani calmly said to the stressed-out mother, "You're going to go sit down and enjoy your dinner, and I will be there to sit with her." Courtney was at a loss for words. Harlan wouldn't sit for her mother, and she wasn't about to sit for a total stranger either. Courtney was tired of everyone watching and muttering, and she just wanted to get the hell out of there. However, Harlan was enamored. She sat chuckling alongside Niani. Courtney was astounded by what she was witnessing. "Girl, you will never really understand how grateful I am for tonight," Courtney subsequently said on social media. "You have my deepest admiration." Sadly, it was not the first time Harlan had shown signs of irritability, typically comma. Courtney and her companion alternated in taking her for walks outdoors to prevent her from screaming the building down. They had no idea that a waitress would save their lives. Later on, Niani said, "I just didn't want her to leave. She should be allowed to eat with her family the lunch that she came out to enjoy. Her baby was fussing, but I didn't believe she had to go eat in the vehicle or leave." Furthermore, Niani didn't consider the noise level to be a problem, despite the fact that many patrons weren't pleased with it. They quote, "re little children," Niani continued. "They simply act in that manner." Courtney is still in shock at what transpired, even if Niani's act was only to assist a mother in need in having a hot lunch. She had never met someone who understood their predicament so well. Most of the time, kids were just kids. Adults didn't get it. But Niani did, and Courtney was unable to say thank you. Niani is a very amazing person. "I was just in complete shock because nothing has ever happened to me like that," Courtney remarked. "All I wanted to do was shed some light on who she is. How might someone manage to sit with her infant daughter when they are already so stressed out from rush hour? Little children's mood swings are nothing new to Niani. Her niece has been admitted into the dreadful 3s after graduating from the awful 2s. She is aware of how easily upset kids may get when they are without food, overtired, cranky, unhappy, joyful, scared, or bewildered. There were plenty of other employees available to assist with bustling tables, and her time was almost done anyhow. But if she took a break, what would her manager think? "My managers are excellent," Niani said. Olive Garden's catchphrase is, "When you're here, you're family." "I would gladly assist this young woman with her infant on a daily basis if it just required me to sit down and spend a few minutes." Niani hasn't gone unappreciated for her efforts. Courtney received hundreds of likes and comments on her Facebook post. Niani's kind act has been praised by the internet community. Moms, sisters, and aunts have expressed gratitude for her understanding of a mother's situation. However, did everyone at the eatery that evening understand? Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.